Good morning, Mr. Joseph. My name is Greg, and I spoke to Donna today and offered to send an email containing a video showing you what you might need to do in order to increase the number of visitors to your website. The more visitors you have, the more chance you have to turn those visitors into potential customers. Let me give you a sneak peek of what I will be talking about today. Your website today attracts organically only 50 visitors per month. The rest of your traffic you may be paying for via Google Ads, for example, which can get costly. One of your competitors, Metro Flooring down in San Diego, attracts over 10 times the volume that you do. So this is our goal. It's to get you much more traffic, which you can turn into paying customers. Okay. Now, to give you an overview, it's about beating your competition to the top of Google. If you're not in the top of Google on the first page and in the map section, you are missing out on 95% of all the potential search volume. Most people, when they are considering a large ticket purchase, will start with Google. That is just a natural behavior. So if we're not here on the first page of Google, we really are missing out. I'm going to speak about three areas. Content, that's the words and images throughout your website. Second, backlinks. A backlink is anytime another website links to your website. This is an opportunity to build trust with Google. As long as Google trusts the websites that you link from, they will trust you too by association. And number three, citations. Any mention of your business name, address, or phone number anywhere on the internet. Now let's go ahead and start with content. So here I am looking at your website. I like the mixture of images and words. I like the way that it's broken out. What Google cares about are quality and quantity of word content. Let's start with quantity. Now, quantity is important because it allows two things. Number one, it allows Google to assume of you that you are an authority. They assume, or at least their machine assumes, if you're able to write vast volumes of words about your services, you must know what you're talking about. Therefore, you are an authority. The second is relevance. Google will assume that somewhere in the vast number of words you write are the answers that their customers are searching for. That makes you a relevant website to put on the first page of Google. Now, when we talk about quantity, we recommend, or it is recommended, at least 1,500 words on the homepage and at least 500 words per service page in the back, because we can also rank service pages to the first page of Google. Now, as I look at the word content on your website, I can see that your homepage has only, well, a little shy of 800 words, so we're short there. Perhaps your service pages look pretty good, but we now need to address the quality aspect of the content. When we talk about quality, we are talking about the choice of words written throughout your content. By choice of words, I mean as follows. Here we are looking at a keyword phrase. This is a keyword phrase that anyone like me would use when starting to look for a flooring contractor in San Diego. It is what we call a buyer intent location-based keyword. It's buyer intent because here I am searching for the service, and it's location-based because San Diego is mentioned there too. Your customers are going to be looking for local vendors for trust and relevance. So we want to see this keyword phrase mentioned specifically and exactly in your website. The reason is as follows. Google needs to be able to make a match between this keyword phrase and your website containing this phrase. Our strategy here is to make sure that your website contains 20 or 30 high quality, high relevance, high search volume keywords that we can index into Google. Let's go ahead and have a look at what's actually happening. So I showed you that you're attracting 50 searches a month. You have 453 keywords that Google has indexed for you. That is to say that they understand what you're all about based on 453 keywords. Let's take a look at those keywords right now. Now, as you look at this page, a couple of things to note. Here are the keywords that Google has indexed for you. Here is the position in Google that your website would show up in when each of these is searched. Okay. Here is the end of page 1. Everything else page 2 or lower. So you're on page 1 for French bleed laminate, but that is just a product. That is not a location-based keyword. Here is an example of a keyword of the type that we would be looking for. Commercial flooring, San Diego. 30 searches for that a month, and it's easy to compete against. Here's another. Flooring installation, San Diego. Laminate flooring installation, San Diego. Laminate flooring installation, San Diego, etc., etc., etc. So as you can see, there are many options to choose from. We need to choose the highest volume keywords, 20 or 30 of them that are relevant to your business and the locations that you serve, and there are many of them, and build your content around this keyword strategy. Okay. Content is king, and if we get this right, Google will understand you and we'll be able to put you on the first page of Google for any one of these searches. The second thing I said I would talk about are what we call backlinks. This is an opportunity for your website to gain trust in the eyes of Google. Now let's take a look at these 3 numbers here. This is the number of backlinks you have. These are the number of instances that another website links back to your website. The result of this is a trust score. This is your trust score, 4.9%. So whilst it's not terrible, it certainly could be a lot higher. And we need to drive that trust score up for Google to trust you. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of your competitors, Metro Flooring in San Diego, currently getting over 10x the search volume that you do. Now, they don't have a trust score that's much higher. In fact, it's lower than yours at 3.5. But what they have done is they have a great deal more backlinks and a great deal more keywords. Okay, so we need to address keywords and backlinks. What we do here is we figure out the best possible websites, highest quality, highest relevance websites, and we request that they link back to your website. We make sure that they are trusted websites within Google to drive your trust score upwards. As you can see, we have a good opportunity here. The fact that this very high search volume website, competitor of yours, has a lower trust score than you, means that we have an opportunity to fix the keywords and drive your website trust score up. And you'd start capturing 5, 6, 7x this volume that you currently get today. So that's backlinks. The third thing I need to mention to you, what we call citations. This is any mention of your business name, address, and phone number anywhere on an online service directory. Okay, the reason this is important is because it allows you to win the maps section. The maps section are the first 3 listings shown in Google, apart from ads. Sometimes there are ads here, and as we know that ads are often not that effective because at any one time up to 40% of people are blocking ads in Google. Okay, another reason why actually ranking up organically to the first page of Google is very important. So here we want to figure out how many directories your competitors are listed in, and we go ahead and beat that number. So there are hundreds of directories you may never have heard of, but we will list your website and your business into those directories, 200 of them to start with, to get you an immediate win by getting you up onto the maps section of Google. So there you go, Mr. Joseph. I will end this video here, but I'll leave you with a quick summary. Your website gets 50 visits a month organically. A competitor of yours gets 10, 11, 12x that, 13x that, I think, actually down in San Diego. We can fix that by content, making sure we have high quality keywords into your content, driving the trust score of your website up by building a backlink profile, and registering your business with multiple hundreds of business directories to help you win the maps section of Google. So there you go. I'd love your feedback. I hope you find this useful. I will call again in a couple of days to see if we have an opportunity to answer any questions for you. Thank you, Mr. Joseph. Appreciate it.